Hello, welcome to Stampin' by Hannah. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is Monday and it would normally be Make It Monday, but I have a whole week of projects for you featuring ideas and things for Valentine's Day. So sit back and relax, come back at the same time every day. All my videos go live at 7 o'clock and there will be one video every day this week featuring some lovely Valentine's sweeties. So today I have this super cute little gift bag for you using the gift bag punch board. I love this thing. I don't use this half as much as I should. It's just awesome. Love it. So I've got two pieces of cardstock for you. This is Watermelon Wonder. I love this colour of cardstock. I'm so sad. This retires in June. Get your hands on it now before it disappears. It's fabulous. And a piece of Whisper White, and I'll come back to the measurements of that one shortly. So this piece is 10 inches long by 4 1/8 inch wide, which is 10.5 centimetres, so half a piece of A4 cut long ways and cut to 25.4 centimetres. And the reason I'm looking at my board is because it has the measurements on it already for the width. And you can choose any kind of height you like, but it has to be a certain width. So, shall we make the bag first? Let's have a look. Now I position this tool this way around because I'm left-handed, and I find this easier. The traditional way would be to do it that way, but if I do it that way, I can't get my hand in. It's really awkward. So, top tip, put the tool in whatever orientation you like. It doesn't matter. I could do it that way, actually, and that works just as well. But I prefer it this way, so I'm going to do that. So, this punch board's really easy, and all the instructions are marked on it. So you put the longest, like the 10-inch side into the board, and the first thing you're going to do is punch. And then we're going to score on the small score line down and across the horizontal. And then you're going to move this score line here along to this start line. And you're going to punch again. Do the horizontal line across, and then we're going to score on this one that says side and do the triangle. That's going to be the side of your bag. Then you miss this one and you go straight over to this score line, and that's going to move up to your start line. We're going to do the small line again and the horizontal. Move the small line across to the start line and do the horizontal and the triangle piece. And I have missed a punch out. It doesn't matter, we can go back. You just need to line that score line back up again with the start line and punch. And then we're going to score, punch that very last score line that we made there. And that is as simple as that. You could make this bag taller. As you can see, it's dinky. And anything, if you made it taller, it would work just as well. It would just be a taller bag at the end. Okay, so I'm going to take my paper snips and snip off this piece here, and it's just because it just gets in my way when I'm making the bag. You could leave it in, it's completely personal preference, but I prefer to get rid of it. So I'm going to just fold and score on all these score lines, like so. And I've got one stamp set for this project, and that is this one, the Jar of Love. I love this stamp set so much, and I haven't used it in a little while, so I thought I'm going to get that out because it's fabulous. It's really fabulous. So I'm just going to hand score the triangle side pieces, and I'm not going to even attempt to burnish these with my bone folder because I know that I'll make an absolute mess. I've got some tear and tape, and I'm just going to pop some tear and tape along this side here, like that, and then on the back of this piece here, so this flappy bit here, and it's literally just going to be that very, very bottom edge. Okay, so before I assemble my bag, I'm going to use my Sweetheart Punch to make a mask and do my stamping on the front of this piece of Whisper White. So let me find... I have a scrappy bit of grid paper that I use as my kind of scraps. And I'm just going to stamp out a heart out of this absolute mess of a piece of grid paper. And I'm going to just pop a little bit of snail onto it. I'm going to use the back because it's actually cleaner. And then I've put my finger on it because I'm going to take some of that tack away. Snail adhesive is not repositionable, but if you take some of the tack out of it, you can use it in a repositionable manner. So I'm going to put that onto this piece of Whisper White. I'm going to try and get it sort of lined up, like so. And then I've got two stamps from this stamp set: the tiny wee little heart and the sentiment that says "For You," and that's it. That's really it. I've got 3 colours of ink. I've got Calypso Coral, Blushing Bride and Watermelon Wonder. And I'm going to just take each colour individually and ink up that heart. And then just stamp around the heart shape mask. Now, you want to stamp kind of half on the mask and half off so that you end up with a really crisp outline. So I'm going to just clean that off. I'm going to take my next colour, which is my Calypso Coral. I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to ink that stamp up, and I'm going to just stamp around. And it doesn't matter if the hearts overlap. I like that look, I think it's pretty. And then we're going to take our Watermelon Wonder. You can do this with any set of colours that you like. I've taken these colours. Oh dear. Stamp over that again. Because they just match the Watermelon Wonder bag that I've used. Okay. So, a couple more hearts on there, and that is it. Before I put my Watermelon Wonder away, I am just going to take this off. So simple, I take the mask off, peel it back, and just gently give it a bit of a wiggle, like so. And then if you've got any adhesive kind of left on there, if you use an adhesive remover, really gently, and the glue will come off. It's the one great thing about snail adhesive, that you can get rid of it when you don't want it there anymore. So, sentiment down in the middle, using Watermelon Wonder. And then, I'm just going to bring back in my gift bag. So I've got some Fast Fuse. I'm just going to use that to adhere my sentiment panel onto the front of this bag. How cute is that? I love that. I love that masking technique. It's so easy and really straightforward. So I'm going to take off this piece of tear and tape off the side here, and we're going to just bring that round like that. The bottom of the bag is really simple. You put your 2 sides in and the back, and then we're going to take this piece off of the front, and the most complicated bit is getting it lined up. So I use my grid paper as a guideline, so I know that I can get it sort of square using my grid paper, and then really gently, and then you need to pick it up and wiggle it across the bottom like that. And I mean, it's a cute little box just like that, isn't it? We're going to put our love hearts in there, pinch those sides in together, and I've just used some of the gold clips to clip it closed. And that is my super cute little Make It Monday. But I'm not calling it Make It Monday. Oh, if you can't tell, I'm full of a cold and my brain is just not functioning at all. So that is the first project in my whole week of Love Hearts theme projects. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye for now.